How are you, bro?
Oh, is that how we're starting the interview? Is that how we're starting the interview? Is that how we're starting the
what's up,
interview?
hey?
That's a little bit. That's a little. Are we rolling? We're rolling.
Here we
I
go.
said you're a little bit too familiar right now, Damian. Trust me, a little bit too familiar. Wow, it's the final night.
Yes.
Jamrock Cruise 2018 5th year anniversary. There is a main stage is just ram of people right now. Kabaka just came off and you perform with Kabaka. Incredible contraband. I want to kick off by saying thank you. Thank you for the invitation for the last 5 years of seeing something grow from a seed to what it is right now, and to see so many people walking around the cruise ship and I think this actually changes people's lives. I've spoken to so many different people that have networked and linked people and created contacts and left the cruise ship and gone on to do other things as well. I don't think sometimes we realize what we do in the 5 days that we're out on the waters. So I want to definitely say thank you for making sure that I'm part of it.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Sean. Thank you very much. It's really for me to say thank you because no one is island. And of course, we couldn't have done it by ourselves. And everyone who plays a part, yourself included, everyone who is here now, everyone who is downstairs now contributing their talents, everyone who makes this thing what it is, you know what I mean, is really who I should be thanking. You know what I mean? So do thank you for your time and your energy toward this and making this be what it is. Likewise, your whole team. You know what I mean? And that's really where it's at, you know what I mean? This is really a collective effort. You know what I mean? And with that's must be said. And we do give thanks to everyone who played their part.
Monday night, was it not Monday night? The Saturday night. We have to talk about that.
Oh.
Was it Sunday night?
Yeah, I was about to say because
I'm delirious right now. To me, it was. You came. It was the first night. It was the Saturday night.
Well, I wanted to tell you,
Go ahead.
You know, you must know that this is a very special thing that I'm even doing this interview, and it's really because it's really on behalf of One Extra and the BBC and the love that they've shown me over the years. Because traditionally, I do not do interviews with duppies and ghosts.
Why? I was wondering where this was going. I was wondering where this was going. Nah. You see when you get a kill, you have to wall a kill. You get what I'm saying? For a few rounds, what took place on that
You're
on that
beating me up
night?
down there. You're abusing me.
No, but you came. What happened? Yeah, you came, and your record was getting played, and you took one side, I took the other side, and I'm like, let's rock the crowd. And then you took it to a class situation like, what, lad? You mean say, Sean, you took it to a class. There's recordings, you know. There's recordings there,
Alright,
then.
fine,
And we will play the recording.
Good.
There's recordings that
Make
say,
sure it goes to the end.
Right, of course. We're gonna discuss it all. You took your side. You're like, no, Sean can't come like say, come on, take a bigger forward. And the selectors were letting you down. I will say the records that they were choosing for you
absolutely.
was pitiful.
Yes.
It was disgraceful, diabolical. And they was giving me all the crowd favorites. And then the only record that I chose was the Palance. That was the only, pardon me? Sorry, right. And that would be you, yeah, Sham. Would that be you, yeah, Sham? But the thing is, I had it wrapped up. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, the Palance was going to be like the final nail in the coffin, send you back to your room. Evening is done. We've had a great night. We'll wait for day 2. But then when I turned to the computer and I saw your father's record, Crazy Barlet, and I'd freshly come for the cruise with a clean barlet.
Shine. It shine, people. It don't even shine like what they shine when they sat there. No.
It shined. The whole out. It was horrible. The whole of the next day, anywhere that I walked, people was looking at me like, the man, but it was the speech that you made as well, Damien, that connected so well.
Yeah.
Like this, Shawnee, this is not a soca cruise, Sonny. This is a reggae cruise. Like that was an
Isn't it?
excellent display of sound system killing on that night, and I take my dead and I walk with it.
Do give thanks, brother.
I do walk
Do
with
give
it.
thanks.
And that vibe just continued throughout the ball on every night. Like Sham is in the room here. Since Sham has like got on board the ship, like he's the first person downstairs at the side of the stage for all the performances. He wants to see everything first. He wants to absorb everything. When you're putting the lineups together, what is your thought process?
The thought process to me is, honestly, is to, alright, first and foremost, is to really put together a show that I think I would enjoy myself. And in doing so, now you also have to think about what would other people enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So Dan, who is here with us now, and myself will come together on the phone and we'll speak about these things for hours at end and try to decipher, well, what do we think is something that we ourselves as connoisseurs of the music, so to speak, then would enjoy, that we think that still a general, platform of people would love too. You know what I mean? And so in that case, we try to really mix it up to give them all different flavors, all different eras, all different aspects of the genre, coming from, even this year we had the Scatterlights on board for the first time, which was great because that's really early era of the genre.
Yeah.
We have some of the legends with us, Leroy Sibbles, Ken Boot, Horace Andy, that whole segment there was very, very special, you know what I mean? Because that's the beginning of it all, the birthplace of it all. And coming right up into the 90s segment that we had today. And of course, even some of the younger acts that we're trying to give a platform to now, you know what I mean? Last night was very special in that sense, because we had a lot of young acts on last night.
Last night felt like dancehall night.
Dancehall music was
Real
really in
dancehall
charge for
night.
last night, you know what I mean? So it's important for us to make sure that we're giving everyone a voice where it comes down to the spectrum of the genre.
And whilst I was walking around today as well, the live painting was in session as well, where I think his name is Abba.
Yeah.
Abu, he's going to be auctioning the painting. Last year he said that the painting went for over $8,000 or something like that, and it goes back to a school in Jamaica as well. So many different aspects of things. The domino tournament is happening. Football tournament is happening. We're keeping the cruisers busy during the day as well. You know what I'm saying? So, what is your thoughts for next year? How are you going to make it bigger and better?
Well, we're going to collect all our notes from this year, and first and foremost, our drill is really this, is really first and foremost is to try to tighten up, and anything that we felt that may have been a bit loose this year is what we look forward to trying to tighten up next year to make it a better experience for everyone. And then of course we'll go to the drawing table and try and really get creative and see what we want to bring forward for next year, as moving into the 6th year after this 5th year anniversary. So this one's a bit special in terms of how we splash this one. You know what I mean? So we're going to think creatively how we're going to bring forward into next year. I can definitely tell you, so there's definitely some new talents I'm looking forward to trying to give a platform, on the ship for next year. And we're looking to bring some people to, the thing we're trying to do is also just keep it fresh, So there's a few great acts that we're still looking forward to inviting on to the ship.
Well, you introduced a new sound system this year to a lot of people. Heavy Hammer.
Heavy Hammer, yeah.
Like yesterday,
Yeah.
Heavy Hammer.
Right, so
made
even like that
some
was a fresh
fans,
look again too,
Some major fans
Yeah.
yesterday. After everybody's thinking like, where's Mighty Crown gonna be? We're gonna be disappointed, and they kind of just filled those shoes
Yes.
of Mighty Crown, and
Yeah.
Tony Mataran finally get the win,
Yep.
and it felt like the whole cruise ship was happy for him as well.
It was. Yeah, absolutely. I was. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's so that was a fresh look this year, same kind of thing like we were saying. Just keep it. We're trying to just keep it fresh. You know what I mean? Keep it exciting. So that's very important. You know what I mean? Keep the fans engaged, and just like I said, keep it fresh.
Was there anything that was a real highlight for you over the last 5 days?
Yeah, King Jamming set this year was a real highlight for me. Pinchers and Bonnie General and Admiral Bailey. Admiral Bailey is actually one of the first artists who, as a big artist, in a reggae music ever put a microphone in my hand. Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah, cause back in the days, my mom and my stepfather used to keep big New Year's celebration every couple of years. And one of the years they had Admiral Bailey come up and be like a guest, like, come and
Mm.
perform there. You know what I mean? And knowing that I was a fan of him, they said, yo, our little son wants to come and do a thing. And it was a song, it used to go, a song I go, say, news flash time, Mr. News flash time. Blender time, Mr. Blender. Mix up the Admiral Bailey song, whole song. You know what I mean? It was one of the first time I ever really perform, to people outside of just my immediate mother living room then. You know what I mean? Which is still our house, but it's out in the parking lot instead, you know what I mean? So that was kind of cool, for you really see them legend that I kind of really grew up and listen to and see them perform. This year was very special for me.
Do you accept the role as a leader of your generation of dancehall and reggae artists?
No, not leader.
One of the generals leading out.
I'm one of
and
the bigger brothers,
Mhm.
That's how it goes. You start off a little brother and you grow up and you start becoming a bigger brother.
Mhm.
Where, you know what I mean? And that's really what it is. It's just a part of evolution and part of growth and a part of life. So it's not really anything I accept more than like it's not, I'm a leader. It's just,
You know why I say that though?
you know.
Because when I speak to so many of the artists, as I do outside of the stage, it's the way that they look up to you, that you've brought so many people together. And think that they actually think that you're one of the only people that can bring so many people together, from artists to musicians to managers to radio personalities to TV personalities. That you're the guy. And I don't think it's just because it's the Marley name. I think it is because it's Damian.
Thanks, Seani. What do you want me to say?
You know what?
Thanks.
I think you know what I remember meeting Bunny Wailer a few years ago, and I think I said the question to him, and I think he misinterpreted me. And I said to him that how do you feel like seeing like the younger children of Bob living off of the legacy? And I didn't mean it in the manner of like you were just taking the legacy of what your dad's done and just running with it. You're actually adding to it, and that's why I say the words I say to you.
Well, thank you very much. You know what I mean? And I mean, welcome to my family. As I always say, we definitely work diligently and very hard at keeping our father's legacy living and, keeping him relevant. You know what I mean? That is not something that just happen by chance. That is something that take a whole lot of effort and work. You know what I mean? Especially when you come out to my older brothers and sisters who really kind of govern my father's, thing. You know what I mean? So it's not something that happened by chance. It's something where we'll put effort put into that still. So that's something to be commended for in the first place, because Bob Marley music continue to be very relevant and he's very much heard in today's world as he was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's not something that happened by luck or chance. That's people working very hard to make that happen. So we do give thanks.
Damian, blessings. Jamrock Cruise 2018, 5th year anniversary.
Bang.
And we did it big.